You can see them run out. You can see Elijah fall. You can see the gun right there, right? He rolls, and then it shows these two running off together. Their homie just died in the club.
Stunning new video of a gang-fueled massacre in real time.
All right, guys. So today we got the story of a Brooklyn gang member who sprayed up the club, did the race, dipped to another state, got caught a month later, and then now, and I'm not making this up, I'm quoting a news article, now is crying that he wants to go home. You can't.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it. Get some help.
We got him.
See, this is the shit that I love to see. You know what I mean? Cause you out here acting a fool. You out here shooting up clubs, killing 5,000 people, going on the run, skipping states. Then when you get caught and you in court, I wanna go home, please. Oh, mama, please, I wanna go home. You should have took your motherfucking ass home instead of going to the club and shooting everybody. You should have took your ass home. If you wanted to go home so bad, you should have stayed in the house, folks. You wanted to be a gangster? This is what gangsters do. They go to jail. They go to prison. Don't be crying to us.
Can't make this shit up. This is when keeping it real goes completely wrong. AKA
for real, though.
Fucking around and finding out in its truest form. All right, so this whole thing
found
went
out
down
quick,
at the
too.
Taste of the City Lounge on Franklin Avenue in Crown Heights in Brooklyn back on August 17th. At about 3:30 in the morning, right? Police responded to 911 calls of a shooting inside of this lounge. The club was apparently packed to the brim with people when three people that have been identified as 5'9" brims or blood members walked in and opened fire on a group of rival gang members from the Folk Nation. 3 people ended up being killed. 10 people were injured, most of which were completely innocent bystanders, right? They was just caught in the middle of these gang members wanting to run drills on each other or whatever. One dude who didn't want to give his name to the news said he saw one of the victims get shot and said, quote, he was a regular and he wasn't doing nothing. He had nothing to do with it. He was just outside the bathroom hitting a hookah and then he was dead. Now, crazy. This lounge opened up apparently in 2022 and locals have described the lounge as being plagued by problems since it opened. One resident of the area said, this isn't surprising. Anyone who says they're shocked by this is lying for the cameras. At the scene of the crime, cops recovered 42 spent shell casings from 9mm.
And you gotta be a different type of crazy crash out to do this shit in New York City? Barely. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's 10,000 cameras on every block in New York City, bro. Like, did you think you was gonna not get caught? Guns is nowhere near legal. You know what I'm saying? And then you killed 3 innocent people. That'd be my thing. Like, gang, if you don't know how to gang bang right, if you pulled up to the party where your ops was at and you killed everybody but your ops, sir, you don't know how to do this street shit the right way, bro. You don't even know what you're doing. So I know your dumb ass don't know how to get away with it. You gonna get caught.
Caliber weapons. All 40-something shots were let off in the span of about 6 seconds. Nobody was arrested when it first went down, but the case would eventually go federal, and then a manhunt was launched for the people that they suspected.
That's where y'all fucked up at. FBI, open up! You know, New York, they quick to take something fed, boy. The feds is in New York. Do your homework.
Were responsible for this.
This shooting took place around 3:27 this morning inside 903 Franklin Avenue. It's a nightclub called A Taste of the City. Police found 11 victims inside. 3 of those victims were dead on arrival.
Damn,
in all, there were
crazy,
8 men and 3 women who were shot.
11 people shot, 3 dead.
11 people shot.
It's a terrible shooting that occurred in the city of New York. There's no other way to.
When you have a shooting of this magnitude, it shakes you. And we're going to continue to do our job, and we're asking the residents to assist in any information that they have.
Now, like I said, when this first went down, they didn't know who was responsible, but obviously through investigating, they were able to learn that this entire thing was essentially over a back and forth between 2 gangs, the 5'9" Bloods or Brims, and then the Folk Nation. One of the shooters, a guy named Marvin St. Louis, he was part of the 5'9" Brims, was among the people that were killed. That helped police link it to this.
One of the shooters got killed?
gang activity. But then we seen some initial security footage from outside of the club get released and more details started to come out.
Well, now to that mass shooting at a club in Brooklyn. Early yesterday morning, 3 people were killed and 11 others injured in what police say was a gang shootout. Some of the shooters are dead. Others tonight remain on the run.
That means somebody blicked back her chest.
Folks living here are extremely frustrated. They say the shooting was months, if not years in the making, a buildup of tension between gangs and no one doing anything about it.
I think this is the crowdest I've ever seen it.
Right there in the crowd, outside Taste of the City, as a gang-related shooting went down inside. This woman we'll call Brenda. She knows revealing her real identity could mean trouble.
I said, they're shooting, and then I said, bah, 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 bah. I said, Lord.
What the fuck is Auntie doing? Somebody get that damn Auntie out the thing.
Lord have mercy, my heart just dropped. They got securities, they smoking weed and hot with the people, you know what I mean? That's not professional.
Do they have the wands to check for metal?
No, you know what I mean? Because you got a lot of gang guys, a lot of gang related, and you don't know what's gonna pop off.
We're learning new details about the moments right before the shooting Sunday morning around 3:30 here in Crown Heights. The lounge on Franklin Avenue was packed with people, including 35-year-old Jamel Childs and 19-year-old Marvin St. Louis. Both were killed.
Damn.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says Childs belonged to a violent gang, that both men were suspects in this shooting.
Video surveillance shows that about 10 minutes before the
time out. So it was 3 shooters and 2 of them got killed? What the fuck?
shooting, Mr. Childs and Mr. St. Louis spoke briefly inside the lounge. Later, Mr. St. Louis approached Mr. Childs and opened fire. Mr. Childs returned fire and 2 other gunmen immediately joined.
Police are still looking for 2 suspects as teams analyze 42 shell casings found in and around the club.
Yeah, so it comes out that this entire thing was gang related. They identified one guy as a member of the Folks, one guy as a member of the Brims. And so they started.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
Looking for the other suspects. Who else could be involved in this? And they were able to identify those people by the security cameras inside of the lounge, right? First, we got screenshots of this guy right here who went in the club, opened fire, then walked out, stumbled, fell. This is one of the assailants.
So your dumb ass went in a club in New York. You went inside of a club, shot up the whole club. No mask on. your phone in your pocket, on camera. And then when your dumb ass get caught, you in court crying, talking about something, you want to go home?
His name is Elijah Roy, also known in the streets as Eli Spice or Swerve. This is the guy that apparently was crying in court that he just wanted to go home. Apparently, after all of this went down, Elijah decided to tuck tail and run. He left New York and ran to North Carolina, where he remained on the run for just about a month. Eventually, though, he was picked up by federal agents on September 18th. Now, I've got some of that footage right now playing on the screen. You can see them run out. You can see Elijah fall. You can see the gun right there, right? He rolls, and then it shows these two running off together. Their homie just died in the club, right? But when you look at the actual press release from the Justice Department,
look at that stupid ass shit. Then they had the nerve, and then they got the nerve. These niggas actually have the nerve to be wearing all black right now. They have the nerve to be wearing all black with no mask on camera. This is 4K camera, bro. It's not
these two running off together.
Gang.
Their home.
This is 4K camera, bro.
The club.
They still got their guns out. And they homie just died in the club doing the drill.
Right, but when you look at the actual press release from the Justice Department, things get a little bit more interesting because you get to read what they charged him with. And surprisingly enough, they didn't charge him with any of the bodies yet. It says a complaint was unsealed today in federal court in Brooklyn charging Elijah Roy, also known as Eli Spice, and Swervo with crimes related to the August 17, 2025 shooting at the Taste of the City Lounge in Brooklyn, New York. Specifically, Roy is charged with assault in aid of racketeering and with being a felon in possession of ammunition. The defendant is an associate of the 5'9" Brims, a subset of the Bloods street gang operating in Brooklyn. So right there it says he was charged with assault and aid.
That, again, exhibit number C on this. These niggas is so slow. He's already a felon. He's already a felon, and he didn't even have enough sense to put on a motherfucking mask when he was going to kill somebody.
Stop it. Get some help.
I mean, he already been to jail, bro. I mean,
of racketeering and being a felon in possession of ammunition. The first thing that's interesting is he's not charged with any bodies. Now, that don't mean that they can't double back and charge him with them, because they most certainly can. But I think the telling thing is their assault in aid of racketeering, because as far as I know, the 5'9" Brims haven't been the target of a racketeering case. And what that kind of tells me is that there may be a racketeering case coming in the future against them, and this may be part of that RICO indictment that I think they're going to end up hitting the 5'9" Brims with. But for right now, he's the only one that's been arrested. There is still the other guy that was with him that is on the run. But yeah, y'all look at this right here.
Stunning new video of a gang-fueled massacre in real time.
That's crazy. To even be shooting in that deep of a crowd.
Stunning.
Like, what is you doing, bro?
New video of a gang-fueled massacre in real time. 40 rounds fired in 6 seconds as innocent people scurry to safety. A killing field, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, which released the footage from troubled hangout known as Taste of the City. The firefight leaving 3 dead and 10 wounded in August. This evidence released Wednesday after the FBI arrested the first of 3 alleged shooters. Prosecutors say Elijah Roy, seen highlighted in yellow, was one of 5 people to open fire. 2 of the gunmen were killed.
Was he at the club that day?
The 25-year-old suspect's mother and sister leaving the courthouse after Roy's arraignment without comment. However, the alleged gang member cried as he was led to jail and told his family, "I want to go home."
He's a 25-year-old young man who's in federal custody, just got transported from 20-hour lockdown in North Carolina. Of course he's scared.
The feds say they
found... Of course he's scared. Of course he shouldn't be scared. He went in a club and shot up a crowd. You don't get to be scared now, nigga. You weren't scared when you was shooting niggas, that innocent people shooting girls and shit. You weren't scared of nothing when you was doing that, folks. Hey, lucky, boy, you got a good mom and a good sister, because I would have left your motherfucking ass in that damn courtroom. I'm trying to tell you. FedEx here? FedEx.
on the ex-con hiding out in North Carolina, alleging two Brooklyn rival gangs chose to settle a score, putting countless lives in the crosshairs. As to who shot
if
whom,
y'all want to go play team deathmatch, take that shit outside, man. It's girls and kids and innocent niggas in here, man.
Roy's attorney says it's unclear.
I can't make heads or tails of what is or isn't in his hand on the video. What I saw was my client leaving a establishment and falling down.
Okay.
All right, so a few things. You can hear Swervo's attorney or Eli Spice's attorney right there saying he couldn't make out what was in his hand or not. You know, all he seen was his client falling down, which, I mean, he's doing what a defense attorney is supposed to do, but they got ample footage, inside, outside, upside down footage. They got it all,
You
bro.
can't make out what that is,
immediately went on the run after.
And then he went on the run right after. He told on himself.
This was all said and done, right? Like, dude is cooked. As for the part of that news clip where they said after he was arrested, he was arraigned and he cried as he left the courtroom and said, I want to go home.
Nobody
it's like,
cares,
yeah,
bro.
nah, bro, it's too late to cry
People
that
dead,
you want to
bro.
go home.
Fuck you talking
Yeah,
about. They
it's
wanted
too
to go
late.
home.
You know who else would probably love to go home?
The people you
Everybody who
killed.
was shot in the club that night. But
Right.
they don't get to go home. They have to live with your decision. You should have to live with it too. What I can say is crying on your way to jail, it ain't a good look. There's another dude that's on the run, or two dudes that's on the run.
Man, I don't care about what nobody say. Everybody do that. So that's why I be telling, like, all this tough shit is cool. But when you go down that road and you locked in that jail and that cell for 20 hours a day, or when you get your goofy ass on that bus and they taking you 4-5 hours away from the city so you could go to prison for the rest of your life, your ass gonna cry too. So I don't give a fuck how tough you is, bro. Every nigga in prison and cried. So it's like,